Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome back to another video. My name is Tawanda, and I'm the Migraine Crafting Diva. And on this channel, I do decorating on a budget, DIYs, and hauls with a sprinkle of migraine enlightenment. And today's video is going to be a real quick Dollar Tree fall video. Because as you can hear, I am not doing too well. So we're going to go ahead and get started with DIY number one. So for DIY number one, I have these two garden animals that I picked up from the Dollar Tree, a raccoon and a fox. And I'm just going to take some of the Waverly wax and Waverly white paint and just go over them real lightly. I'm just trying to tone down the color. I don't want it to be white, but I still want you to be able to see the undertones of the original colors of both animals. So first I start off by using the Waverly wax, but then I thought it was a little too light, so then I ended up mixing the Waverly and the Waverly wax and the white together, and then I like that much better. So here I am just doing that. So once I get it coated, I'm going to go back over it with a wet paper towel just to remove some of the excess paint and I'll just continue to do that until I'm happy with how it looks. And I'm going to do that for both the fox and the raccoon. So let me know what you think. And like I said before, this is going to be a real quick video with some really quick and easy DIYs. Some of them, if you blink, you may miss them. So, but yeah. So we're going to get ready to go ahead and move on to our next DIY. But before we move on, I just would like to thank you for spending your part of your Sunday with me and watching my video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope you'll stay. And thank you to all of my new subscribers and my old subscribers. I greatly appreciate you subscribing to my channel and watching my videos every Sunday. Thank you. So we're moving on to DIY number two. For DIY number two, I have this candle. A candle. I think it's from Bath and Body. It's a Christmas candle. It smells like Christmas cookies. And then I have this pumpkin that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. So I'm just going to melt the candle. I melted it in the oven. I saw another DIY doer do that, and it was much easier, so I could continue doing my DIYs while it was melting on low heat. And wait while this was melting. So here I am. I glued the wick in, and then I just poured the candle wax into the candle, and that is it. Really nice, easy, simple, and it smells so good. It smells just like you're baking chocolate chip cookies or some type of cookies in your oven. So yeah, let me know what you think. So we're moving on to DIY number three. This pumpkin pick, and then I have these florals from the Dollar Tree. One is the wildflowers, and I can't remember what the other one is. And then I have this little scarecrow pick from Hobby Lobby. It was 40% off. And then I have this thermos that I have. I do collect thermoses, so and I do use these to decorate with. So I'm going to use that as a base. So I'm going to go ahead and put my florals into the thermos. And as I've said before, I am not that great at flower arrangements, and I figured this would be really easy to do and it shouldn't take too long. But even with just the minimal amount of florals that I use, it still took quite a while. So here I'm just changing it out again because I wasn't sure if I wanted to use, I thought maybe the female pick was too big, so I was going to try the male, but I ended up wanting to use the female because of the orange hat. So here I'm just messing with it, trying to get it how I like it, and then I decide I don't like it. So I changed it probably 4 or 5 times, and then I decided it needed something else. So I went back to my craft room, and I have this large lace tablecloth that I usually just go and cut pieces off when I want to use it for something. So I went and cut a piece of lace off of that, and then I just tied it around the top of the thermos and did a little shoestring bow, and then I placed my florals, my pumpkin, and the scarecrow pick all back into the thermos, and I absolutely love the way it looked. Let me know what you think, and like I said, these videos are going to be really easy, quick, and simple. And I'm going to be honest, I really wasn't going to put out a video this week because I just haven't been feeling well and I just haven't been up to crafting, but I just prayed yesterday and I just said, you know, God, your will be done. If I'm supposed to put out a video today, just give me some strength and just some easy DIYs that I can do. And for some reason, he just gave me, well, not for some reason, but he gave me a little bit of energy for a couple of hours, and this is what happened. So, yeah, I just always try and put my faith in the Lord in whatever I do. And just know that, like that song says, he may not come when you want, but he's right on time. So we are on to DIY number 4. So this DIY is, I have this little football pumpkin, and then I have this little, the jar, the wooden jar. I think it says pumpkin spice on it. And this DIY I made actually for my husband. So I'm just going to glue the pumpkin spice onto the football pumpkin, and that is going to be it for this DIY. Well, actually, it's not. The pumpkin, the football pumpkin, didn't have a leaf on it, so I had to add some leaves. So I was trying to decide which one of the eucalyptus leaves I wanted to use. So I ended up going with the yellow, and I went ahead and I hot glued both to the top of it. And then I decided it needed something else, so I looked over and I had a vase that had some orange eucalyptus leaves in it, and in a vase in my dining room. So I went ahead and just pulled one of those off, and I added it to the football, and I like that much better. So yeah, real quick and easy DIY, and so we're moving right along. This DIY is really easy. So I have this little canister that I picked up from the Habitat for like $1, and then I have Dollar Tree candle and batteries. I'm just going to put the batteries in the candle and the candle into the canister, and that is going to be it for this DIY. So we're going to go ahead and move on to our last and final DIY, DIY number 6. And I know that everyone who found this fabric in the Dollar Tree all had the same idea of creating a pillow because this fabric is absolutely gorgeous. And when I saw it, that was the first thing I thought. So here I am just taking some of my B7000 fabric glue, and I'm just going over the edges, and I'm going to use hot glue behind it just so that it'll go ahead and adhere faster, so that I can go ahead and get these DIYs complete. I'm also going to use a piece of the faux brown leather from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to cut that out into a pumpkin shape. So here I'm just adding that hot glue after I added the B7000, and I use this B7000 hot glue combination when I do a lot of pillows that I'm going to put outside because I live in Florida and it does get really hot. And I found that just using hot glue, the glue just melts in the sun. But when I use the B7000, I have no issues when I make pillows. So here I am just continuing on using the B7000 and the hot glue. And then I'm going to just take the closest thing to me, and which is the hot glue pack, and I'm just going to run it down the edges just to make sure that everything is stuck down. And then I've also left a little bit open on the inside so that I'll be able to stuff my pillow. And then once I have that done, there's the pumpkin that I hand drew. I'm just going to go ahead and cut that out. I'll trace it onto the leather, then I'll go ahead and cut it out. And then I'm going to freehand autumn blessings on it. At first I tried to use my white chalk marker, but it just was too light and it didn't come out right, so I wiped that off, and I ended up using my white ink pen. So here I am just trying to decide where I want to put the pumpkin, and then once I decide where I want to put it, I'll go ahead and write Autumn Blessings on it, and then I'm going to take some of the Mod Podge fabric, the fabric Mod Podge, and I'm going to go ahead and add and I'm going to adhere it to the pillow with that. So here I'm just using the white pen from, I think I got that from Hobby Lobby, to write Autumn Blessings. And I'm also going to take some of the Rust-Oleum matte clear. When I use this faux leather, and if I print anything on it, I always go ahead and give it a clear coat of the Rust-Oleum matte clear, just so that it'll stay on to whatever the fabric that I'm using. So here I'm just going to go ahead and add it, and I'm going to place a cutting board on top of it just so that it can hold it in place. And then I'm going to stuff it with some cluster stuff, and that is going to be it for this DIY. Let me know what you think. And I would just like to thank you for spending your day with me. And if you like what I'm doing, please like, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And like I always say, be nicer, be kinder. God will love you for it. And I hope you have a blessed day, and I will see you next Sunday. Goodbye.